To the latest on that police killing of a black man.
Now to new developments in the deadly spa shooting rampage.
And yesterday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did.
And so we are in a state of emergency.
Okay, white supremacist violence is and always has been the number one threat to our society.
But I'm also very proud that my wife is white.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
All right, Charlamagne, please tell me, why was I your donkey of the day?
Yes, donkey of the day for Friday, May 10th goes to Ann Coulter and Vivek Ramaswamy. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just putting Ann Coulter in this because it's objectively the right thing to do, because what she did was stupid. But there's a part of me that respects it. Why did I respect it? Because I respect honesty. Okay, we live in a world where every day people wake up and they lie to themselves, and then they project those lies onto other people. And one of the main things we lie about is how we feel. Okay? Nobody is honest about their prejudices. Nobody is honest about their biases simply because they don't want to deal with the consequences of their prejudices and biases. Well, Ann Coulter don't give a damn about none of that. Okay? She was on a podcast with Vivek Ramaswamy, and they were speaking about nationalism and the basis of American identity, and she straight up told Vivek she would not back him for the GOP nomination, or she didn't back him for the GOP nomination because he's an Indian. I can't make this kind of stuff up. Let's listen.
Oh, and I agreed with many, many things you said during, in fact, probably more than most other candidates when you were running for president. But I still would not have voted for you because you're an Indian.
What? What?
Hold on, play it one more time for me, Ray. Play it. It tickles me.
And I agreed with many, many things you said during, in fact, probably more than most other candidates when you were running for president. But I still would not have voted for you. Because you're an Indian.
Jesus.
Damn. I love when they say the quiet part out loud. Play the second part for me, Red. She continued. She had more to it.
There is a core national identity that is the identity of the WASP. And that doesn't mean we can't take anyone else in, a Sri Lankan or a Japanese or an Indian. But the core around which the nation's values are formed is the WASP. We've never had a president who didn't have at least partial English ancestry.
Damn. We'll take y'all in, but y'all ain't gonna lead, okay? White Anglo-Saxon Protestant, that's what they want. Get honest or die lying. We don't got time for no small talk, no need for me to act like it's your proposed policies. Ann Coulter said, I agree with many things you said during your presidential run. She said, in fact, most things, but F all that. I'm not voting for you because you're Indian. I need a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant to represent me. And rep your set. I'm not mad at it. No need to be mad at it. When people show you who they are, believe them. I believe you, and always have. Just don't be mad when you see me out here representing mine. Don't be mad when you see me out here rooting for everybody black. Don't be mad when you see me out here hiring black people for any open position I got. You can call it racism. I'll call it preference. Now, the reason I have to give Vivek donkey of the day as well is because when he was on the Breakfast Club earlier this year, I asked him, does he believe the GOP would ever vote for an Indian like himself or Nikki Haley? We all know the answer to this, by the way, and I believe he does too. He just has the audacity of hope. Let's listen to the question and answer. Do you think a person of color could ever be the GOP nominee?
Yes, absolutely.
Because I read an article in The Nation that said you and Nikki Haley can't escape GOP racism. And the article says you two are boxed in by the bigotry that you deny exists. So what do you think of that?
So I'll tell you what probably the bigger obstacle was for me. It wasn't skin color. And I still don't think it's a irresolvable obstacle, but it was religion. I'm Hindu. And, I think the easy thing you're supposed to do as a politician is, even if you're not, claim to be Christian, check the box, maybe shorten your name a little bit, make it easier to pronounce. Would that in the short run help my electoral chances? A lot of people who are professionals at this certainly say it would. But as I told you, my whole approach to politics is I'm going to tell you who I am and what I stand for. And I'm a religious person.
So you think religion is the reason the GOP?
No, not at all. Not at all. But I'm saying that if I had to pick even between the two factors, it's not even race.
No, Vivek. It's all of it, okay? It's your skin color, it's your religion. She told you right there she couldn't vote for you because you're Indian and she wanted a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant for president, okay? These people are who they are, and I'm not mad at them. I just find it hilarious that people of color like Vivek Ramaswamy think these folks aren't who we know them to be. Vivek, remember when that conservative website Babylon Bee was accused of racism because they said that Donald Trump promised you a cabinet position running the White House 7-Eleven convenience store? that is how they think of you, okay? Every Indian stereotype you can think of, from 7-Eleven to how you smell, has probably been said about you or to you, but you have to eat it because you are hell-bent on being a part of that good old boy club, okay? I've heard Vivek say, don't call him Indian American because he's an American first, okay? Not to them, Vivek. Not to them. I understand you say, hey, I'm proud of my Indian heritage, but you will still be quick to say, I'm American first. Or when asked by voters about your Hindu faith, you will be quick to emphasize that it allows you to hold Judeo-Christian values. See, when you ran for president, you had to appeal to a Republican electorate that was heavily white and Christian. I get it. You was trying to win votes, but just because you're lying to them doesn't mean you have to lie for them. They are who they are, and they will never, at least not in our lifetime, be able to see who you are because they will be too focused on what you are. Yes, you will always be boxed in by the bigotry that you deny exists. Do you see it yet? Please give Ann Coulter and Vivek Ramaswamy the biggest hee-haw. Rep your set, fool. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today, sir.
Yes, indeed.
Donkey of the Day is sponsored by renowned personal injury attorney Michael the Bull Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey when you need a fighter on your side. If you're ever injured, go to michaelthebull.com. That's michaelthebull.com. And when you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.